menstruation, misogyny, and Caitlin Moran. These are what I'm going to be talking to you about today. So all the women and girls in the room have been there. It's that time of the month again, and you just haven't brought the right supplies into school. So you make your way down to the school office, and they kindly supply you with a pack of sanitary towels. But on the pack for the sanitary towels, there's a picture of a girl, and she's going like this. Shh. And below her are the words, shh, or psst, or this is just for you. What's the big secret? Why is it so shocking that I'm on my period? Why is it so secret that I have a fully functioning female body? It'd be a completely different story if boys got their periods. When they turned 12 or 13, when they first got it, there'd be a big celebration. Well done, son, you've reached manhood. Go forth, procreate. And at the end of each month, the boys would have a sort of competition between each other. Who had survived the biggest period, the toughest period, the hardest period. And it'd be a sign of how manly they were and how much they'd grown. But by making girls feel like being on their period is something to keep secret, you're making them feel ashamed of their bodies. And another way people make women feel ashamed of their bodies is by labeling them. So I'm talking about if a girl goes out into the world and says, hey, I want to meet loads of people, and actually, I want to sleep with some of those people. She's called a slut. And on the other end of the spectrum, if a girl goes out into the world and decides, hey, I want to meet loads of people, but I don't really want to sleep with any of them, she's called frigid. Slut and frigid are two very misogynistic words that are used to describe a perfectly reasonable and rational choice a woman can make. And recently, Sheryl Sandberg, who is the co-executive at Facebook, launched a campaign to ban the word bossy. Now, bossy is a word that denigrates women's leadership. While a man can be authoritative and inspiring, a woman is bossy. But this campaign received criticism from both men and women, who said that it was only surface level and it didn't address the deeper societal issues people have with women leading. But I disagree with these critics, and I disagree with them because of the words I've mentioned in this speech. Words like disgusting and secret, and slut and frigid and bossy. Feminists care about these words because we inhabit the language we use, and it shapes our perceptions and our experiences. How are we supposed to change anything before we change that? When I first did this speech, I was speaking in front of an all-female audience, and to sum up, I defined a word that I feel too often has negative connotations to it. And I quoted from an author I greatly admire called Caitlin Moran. And she put it like this: do you have a vagina, and do you want to be in charge of it? If the answer to both those questions is yes, you're a feminist. But I found a much neater way of defining it from a Nigerian feminist called Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. And she put it like this: feminist, a person who believes in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes. And I hope that's something everyone in the room can sign up to.